Hello world, and we are about to go into Joshua Ardito versus Jerry Pan. Just waiting for him to, I guess, finish up bands and for Josh to finish up some arena real quick, and then we'll get there. In the meantime, I'm gonna spend some time highlighting what decks they have because this is really interesting. Jerry's playing a couple of off-meta decks. He's gone with the Spell Hunter, the Big Spell Mage, non-OTK version, the OTK Shutterwalk Shaman, and a very interesting Malygos Rogue. Looks like Josh is gonna ban the Big Spell Mage, and I'm just waiting on ban from Jerry. On Joshua's side, he's running Q Block, Odd Paladin, Odd Rogue, and Quest Warrior? Yeah, Quest Warrior. And so Quest Warrior's, I guess, a little notable. He's not running Scourge Lord Garrosh. We've seen some versions with that. But otherwise, pretty standard lists.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Jerry's Malygos Rogue list. I got to watch him play it a few times. For anyone unaware of the combo, basically you get 10 mana, you play Umbra, Cobalt Illusionist, which pulls out your Malygos because that's hopefully the last minion in your hand. Then you've got 2 mana left. You can backstab or kill your Cobalt Illusionist in any way you want. That pulls out another Malygos. So then you hopefully have 2 mana, 2 Malygoses, and you can do something like double Sinister Strike for 22 damage, or if you were able to get a coin or something, potentially up to like 40 damage OTK.
Wow, that is super cool.
It's rather unreliable, honestly, but it is really cool to watch.
Hey, I'm all about those cool, unreliable OTK decks when I'm observing. Can't bring myself to play any of them, but yeah.
I'm a little sad that the mage was banned away from Jerry.
Yeah. On the other side, sorry to interrupt, the Taunt Warrior was banned.
Okay. I was gonna say because Jerry's actually running Toki Time Tinker.
That is true. I'm pretty sure I played against him in groups, and I was like, oh god, I'm scared about what's coming off this Toki. Alright, and looks like we're waiting on them to finish up, and we'll be getting into a game soon.
Right, let's see. So we have the Mage Band and the Warrior. What do you usually like to lead with in the Conquest format? Do you just choose your best deck, your favorite?
I'm terrible at Conquest, but I like to lead with the deck that has the best matchup against their worst deck.
Okay, interesting.
Because that's a deck that I don't want escaping.
Okay, interesting strategy.
Yeah, otherwise often I'll just go with like something like Mid-Range Hunter, which just has a decent matchup spread against the field. So that...
Yeah, that's more of what I typically do. In fact, I've been going maybe a little too hardcore into this, but I've been making like a decision matrix for all the possible matchups and then choosing the one least likely to lose in a blind matchup.
Nice. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So we see Joshua's Odd Rogue versus the OTK Shutterwalk Shaman. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this probably Rogue favored. Odd Rogue can put out a lot of pressure real quick.
Let's see. I'm trying to pull up what HS Replay says.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, Shutterwalk actually is listed as a 54% win rate against Odd Rogue, which I find a bit surprising.
Yeah, no, that's interesting. Let's just take a quick look at the defensive mechanics we see here. We see 2 Saturnight Chain Gangs, 2 Dark Reapers, 2 Storms, 2 Healing Rains, 2 Doomsayers, a Glacial Shard, 2 Volcanoes, and a Primordial Drake. Okay, I can sort of see how this might get a little bad for the Rogue player.
Your stream hasn't officially started yet, right?
I mean, it's on, but with delay, it'll be showing up in 57 seconds.
Okay. Kevin Pruitt, one of our previous champions, wants to watch.
Awesome. Yeah, tell him that he can view the games in just a few seconds. Funnily enough, he's actually in this Discord channel.
Yeah. I don't think he knows any of these people, so he couldn't spectate, but if we ever need a TriCast going on.
That'd be cool. It'd be nice to get his perspective. I know he's been grinding a lot of Hearthstone lately.
Yeah, he made the push for, I think he was trying to get like top 200 legend last season maybe, and I think he gave up around 400.
Yeah, I mean it's one hell of a grind. It's a lot of time and a lot of effort.
Yeah, and people tend to get really good when you're that high in legend.
Yep. Back to the topic at hand. We see a mid-sized board from Joshua that can be buffed up by Fungomancer next turn, but we'll see whether or not this board is just gonna disappear in a storm of Hyro.
Yeah, this is kind of an awkward turn. I was gonna say, like, I think Loot Hoarder plus Totem's fine here. You're probably gonna take a lot of damage, but
Yeah.
you can hopefully fight back against some of it. Ooh, that's a lot of damage in hand, actually.
Yep, that is a hell of a lot of bursts. 14 bursts from hand later on, 16 with a dagger, and he's probably just gonna Fungomancer right here. So
I like all face.
Yep. When you have that much damage in hand, absolutely. Like yeah. It's gonna
I
be.
think from Jerry, his best chance here, he's gonna say, okay, if I can clear the board, then I can come back pretty soon with like a Doomsayer. So I really like Totem Lightning Storm, trying to get the spell power. If not, you should be able to pick off what's left.
Yep, if you get 1 in 3 and then a 50-50, that's a full board clear. Actually, you don't even need you don't need all of the high rolls since you have some minions to clear some stuff. But I think he's going to go for maybe Storm Doomsayer instead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems much safer actually.
Assuming he rolls high on one of the three health minions, which he did not, he would have been able to clear. Instead, we're gonna see a lot more damage hit at his face. It's not quite lethal yet, but it's getting awful close.
If I were Joshua here, I think I would just let that Doomsayer go off. Maybe play the Blink Fox, see if you can get something fun out of it. But
yeah, you can get like a lightning bolt or something. I don't like committing your bursts. You can put him down to essentially lethal by Leroy Coldblood range next turn. Just hero power, Blink Fox, hit face.
I think he's considering whether he should commit this Cold Blood to force Jerry to do something back, which I understand that too, because something like a Serenite comes out and it kind of ruins your plans.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Blink Fox Tidal Surge is...
Unfortunately, can't go face.
Yep, so fairly mediocre. He might commit a Cold Blood to kill the Doomsayer. I'm not opposed to that. And that way he can still do some damage to face, although it does put him out of lethal range.
The other important thing to think here is Jerry's overloaded by 2, so you can't see like Volcano, which might come out.
Yep. Life Drinker is gonna result in his death, so is Ooze, and so he has no outs.
Can Ooze?
No.
Oh, no, because he's at 7 minutes. Yep, okay, well, and there's the game.
Yep. Leroy Jenkins. My favorite card.
Alright, so Joshua goes up 1-0.
Nope. It's a very quick first game. Odd Rogue does what Odd Rogue does best, which is run you over.
It's a little unfortunate since it was supposed to be Shutterwalked favored, but that was a really good draw from the Rogue.
Yep. So what we have remaining is Odd Paladin, I believe, Q-Block.
Yes. Which, let's see. Q-Block is very bad against Shutterwalk, which makes sense, kind of slow.
Yep.
Odd Paladin is also very bad.
Really?
Yes.
I want to know how these Shutterwalk Shamans are, like, who are they losing to then? Token Druids?
I'm not sure.
Because if they're beating aggro decks and they're beating control decks, a little curious as to what they're actually losing to.
Yeah, this is showing that Odd Paladin's an awful matchup for Odd Paladin does horribly against the Shutterwalk, which is a little surprising to me, but I guess again just something like a Tar Creeper really sucks.
Wait, what matchup list are you looking at?
I don't have his actual list. I have generic Shutterwalk Shaman ranks Legend of 5.
Yep. But are you looking at Vicious Syndicate?
HS Replay.
Because Vicious Syndicate, on the other hand, is saying that Shutterwalk is 44% against Odd Paladin. So, question mark. Yeah, not exactly sure.
Let's see who wins here, and then we can determine
whether
or not I should cancel my subscription. Oh,
not quite, because there's gonna be a rogue instead.
The light dims, but we fight.
The really cool OTK rogue, which I feel like is way too slow to deal with Paladin.
Yeah, maybe a really good Vanish could help, but considering you might want to be vanishing on like turn 3, that could get pretty scary.
Yeah. We see 2 copies of Fan of Knives, so you know, if you get like really high value fans, maybe it could go okay for you, but none of them are in his hand.
I've gotta say though, this hand so far from Jerry does not look like what he wants.
Nope. And Joshua is very happily putting on the pressure. Luckily for Jerry, there is no level up, otherwise that would be completely backbreaking. Okay. But even Blessed Maul. Yep. That fan off the top was extremely desperately needed. And Auctioneer's not bad too.
And Josh could have coin level up.
Yeah. But he's probably just going to be happy to hero power Argent Squire. Just constant things that you have to clear off.
I could also see him coining the Maul or Raid Leader here. The important thing is, even with all the evasion, Valeera, everything this rogue has, there's no real healing. Like, if you put in the damage, it's not coming back.
No real healing, and not a great deal of removal, or not a great deal of AoE removal either.
Yeah, you can vanish a bunch of 1/1s, but they're coming right back.
And
does make stuff like Divine Favor worse though.
Can't even see the OTK coming in real fast, because I mean it's not like they're putting any HP pressure onto this.
Yeah.
Paladin.
I honestly think this is probably a matchup where if you draw Malygos, you could just play it, because Paladin's not going to waste 12 damage into a minion.
I mean,
okay,
unless the Paladin, you know, conveniently gets like Tarim off Stonehill.
I'm a big fan here of Gadget Zan, Prep Evasion, Shadow Step. Okay, or just the Shadow Step. I'm a little worried about taking a lot of damage here though.
Yep. Probably gonna see like Hero Power and Blessed Maul.
Oh, so next turn Jerry can Auctioneer, Prep, Vanish.
Yep. Which will keep him alive for a little longer. And help him dig a little deeper for answers. But actually, Auctioneer Prep Vanish is gonna mill himself, right? Wait.
No.
Maybe,
but you don't die at least.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's still a correct play. It's exactly what he goes for, and that draws him down to 9 exactly.
Okay, so ooh, that's a good one to burn.
Yeah. but we're just gonna see a lot of Silverhand recruits come down this turn.
Yeah. And actually, with your opponent at 9, I'd be fine with 2 Silverhand recruits and then just level up.
Yeah. Makes you a little more robust against Fan of Knives. But no, he's just gonna flood all the guys.
Yeah, I would have liked to see more Fireflies here to make
Yep.
Vanish the only out.
Yep. Evasion will keep him alive for a tad bit longer, and then Valera another turn, but I still don't really see how he... Maybe I'd like to see Auctioneer Evasion at this point. You need to dig, right?
I would think so. Okay, Minstrel's also decently good.
Yeah, I'm fine with this.
That's gonna put him at 10 cards though.
He can eviscerate something. Or play the Doomsayer. Eviscerate face.
I mean, it's not terrible.
Yeah? He's gonna survive this turn, he's gonna survive next turn, and then who knows what happens then.
One issue with open deck lists is Joshua should know exactly what the secret is and know to just throw on as much damage as possible here.
Yep. He's gonna drop the Stormwind, I guess, if he's gonna play it this way. Or he's just gonna trade in 2 things and level up, sure. I feel like he traded in the wrong things, then he should trade in a Flame Elemental. Not like it's particularly relevant.
Yeah. Ooh.
That is
Vanish Doomsayer would be insane. You die to Vine Cleaver. Does he run 1 or 2 Vine Cleavers?
2 Vine Cleavers, but you've
Okay,
seen one
so-
burned, and he hasn't
gonna
played
say.
the other one yet. So, yeah. We are gonna see Vanish Doomsayer. It's clinging on for dear life.
I think you can hit him. I was gonna say, I think you can hit him with the dagger there too, because you probably
Yeah.
can't afford to clear minions anymore.
Yep. And, yeah, there's also no taunt. So there's no taunt, there's no healing. So second evasion is gonna be much less relevant.
Yeah.
But he does... Oh, I know, there's one source of healing. He gains 5 armor from Valera.
Oh, very true.
Reporting for duty.
Now,
He's
Yeah, I guess-
technically still clinging on for dear life.
Reporting for duty.
it's gotta be Valera, right?
Yeah. Valera's the only thing that keeps you alive here.
It's so awkward though. Like, how do you win? I think you hit
don't?
first.
I mean, you don't win, but it keeps you alive a turn longer.
Now, hold on. If he does draw his what is the kobold called? The Kobold Illusionist. How much can he actually deal? Well, he's got 2 other minions in hand that he needs to get rid of, and that's one of the big problems with this combo deck.
Reporting for duty.
Not only do you have to survive long enough to get your combo pieces, you also have to throw out a bunch of pretty expensive other cards.
Or win a bunch of 1 and 3s.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin Pruitt has a very good point about why HS Replay might have a higher win rate for Shutterwalk Shaman, which is the other Shaman problem, where if you play the cards that identify you as Shutterwalk Shaman, you've probably won the game.
Reporting for duty.
Whereas all the games you never had the chance to play anything because Odd Paladin killed you on turn 4, you're just a Shaman deck.
Alright, so
Back to the game at hand. Evasion will keep you alive a turn longer and let you drop a bunch of other stuff.
you
Like,
can even do double Blood Mage for faster draw,
yep.
but I think I like double Blood Mage, Evasion, Elven Minstrel, because that even gets some stuff on the board maybe.
Yeah. I like that. It's not entirely hopeless. It also starts to clear off some of his not good minions in hand. And I think Illusionist is the last minion, or the last minion he has in his deck. Okay. Haunted, coin, coin.
There it is.
Yep.
Oh, this plus Razor Pedal. Okay. Is there a way? Oh, is that lethal? 4, 5. Oh, he's 2 off.
Yep.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
So he just needs to win some 50. He needs to win some 1 in 3s here. Like all the 1 in 3s. And maybe draw a prep.
Prep. I honestly don't think he can do it even with that.
Okay, so if he gets 2 Malagoses,
Malagese, I believe it is.
Malagese, prep, Sinister Strike, Sinister Strike. That's exactly 26 damage.
Okay, the backstab's actually huge because that lets you get potentially 2 Malagese.
Yeah, if it's a 1 in 9 chance, right, to get Malagos both times.
Both times. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So we're saying there's a chance. And then there's exact lethal, double Sinister Strike.
There's... Well, it doesn't help. I was gonna say there is a second fan as well, but the weapon kills you.
Greatest virtue is patience.
Come on, 1 in 3. No. Play the Illusionist, it's your only hope. Right? Unless this draws prep. I feel like Illusionist is just better.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay. One more 1 in 3 to win.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh my
Wow.
god!
That was a 11% chance of lethal.
And he had to top deck backstab to make it work. That is probably the most improbable win I've caught on stream.
Okay, that was also probably Jerry's hardest deck to get a win with. So the fact that he won that there is helps him a lot with the chance to win the match.
That's incredible. I've seen it all. Alright, now it's Shutterwalk time.
I will fight with honor.
Alright, so supposedly this one should lean towards the Shutterwalk.
Or the Paladin, depending on who you trust. My experience says Paladin's slightly favored, but it really sucks when you lose.
This is a decent hand from Jerry, though. He's
Yep.
got,
Taunt and Grumble, and card draw.
yeah.
None will survive.
I've got to say, I played, what was I playing? Maybe Even Shaman, trying to fight for board, and having Grumble get back double Serenite,
Yeah.
it's just really sad.
I know Aaron Shotkin's also been playing this deck recently. He messaged me the other day saying he got the Dream Opener and ended up getting like the most broken set of things. Let's see. By turn 11, he played 5 Sarenites, 2 Life Drinkers, Grumble, and then Shutterwalk.
It's pretty good.
Mind if I roll knee?
Alright, so double Raid Leader plus a Blessing of Might is a lot of damage coming in.
Yep.
Handle it!
I think you just have to kind of roll with it now as Jerry and hope that you get off a good Volcano.
Yeah, you put down a taunt, put down another taunt, Volcano. Odd Paladin doesn't tend to have very high health boards, unlike some other aggro decks, and so Volcano can actually fairly reliably clear everything. But we're gonna see Blessing of Might Raid Leader most likely. It's gonna be... Oh, interesting.
Reporting for duty.
I like this too. You're not committing too much of your higher value stuff, and you're really saying like you have to deal with this.
Yep, this forces out a Storm if it exists. We might even see Coin Volcano. Or he might... If he
I was
plays
gonna say
Saronite, he's almost dead.
Pretty punished.
Yeah. If he plays Saronite, Blessing of Might off the top wins.
Okay.
And Volcano it is.
Ooh. That's... I guess you're okay, but
Yeah.
you basically have one play now as Josh.
Hero Power Raid Leader. I mean, you could, play a 5-mana 2-2. That also works.
Or you play a 3-mana 2/2 with an upside.
Yep. Alright, Shudderwalk's showing up. We're gonna see Doomsayer, he's still alive. As with most Odd Paladins nowadays, we don't have Leroy, so there's not as much burst as some more traditional burst decks might have. But you think we're gonna see a Doomsayer clear, or do you think we're just gonna see more face?
I feel like you've got to clear this.
Let's see, if you go off face, that puts him on 5 HP.
Your peace.
Yeah, it's gonna kill off Doomsayer. I honestly wouldn't have minded the off face. It's probably not correct, but
I don't know. Healing Rain's too good.
Wait, if you play Saronite, you just die, right? You can't play Saronite here. Healing Rain Doomsayer? It's gonna be Saronite Doomsayer, and I'm seeing waiting for player to
Yeah.
reconnect.
So, there's...
I guess Joshua DC'd? At least the match is paused. That's nice.
Yeah. So at least from what Jerry's seeing, he can only push 11. So technically he's alive. Let me get my dog in a second.
Yep. But he's
Technically
dead.
he's alive. Yeah.
He's dead to literally anything. And there's a lot of anything in this game. 2 Vine Cleavers, 2 Mauls, 1 more Atros Veteran, 1 more Blessing of Might, 2 level ups, 1 more Fungomancer. That's the majority of the deck that kills him.
It might be Jerry that DC'd.
Well, either way, given that we see lethal, I think we can safely call this game in favor of Joshua.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Think we're back?
Yep. And
Yeah, official Hearthstone rules.
Yep.
If there is lethal on board / in hand, it can...
Vine Cleaver is lethal, level up is lethal, and Divine Favor has a good chance of being lethal.
Alright, Jerry told me he had a package delivery, so he had to pause the game.
I see.
Reporting for
That works. Oh. Now Joshua needs to get his Q block through versus Shudderwalk Shaman and Spell Hunter. So while Q block struggles against Shudderwalk Shaman, from what I understand, it absolutely does not struggle against the Hunter.
I've gotten wins as Spell Hunter versus Q Block, but typically you just have to have... But basically you're looking at Spellstone on 5 and somehow your opponent forgot to mulligan for Hellfire.
Yeah, it's possible.
Let's see. So we're looking at Q Block. They have to restart the friendly battle, I think, because they're both stuck in like a menu.
That makes a lot of sense, yep. In fact, I don't even see Joshua online.
Oh. Oh, he restarted his entire Hearthstone client. He thought his client was broken.
I think
Okay,
it's
so-
Jerry's client that's broken, given I still see him as doing battle with a friend. And Jerry
Yeah,
is
I
now
see.
also restarting.
So let's see. Q Block. Legend of 5. Why does this say Q Block is favored against Shutterwalk?
Beats me.
I do not believe that.
No, neither do I. I mean, I guess if you get like Doom Guards through, or Mountain Giants are pretty good, I guess. But I would not be surprised if Shutterwalk beat Cublock.
Oh, okay. So at least from what I'm seeing, Shutterwalk, I guess, especially since it's Cublock, you don't have great ways of dealing with a bunch of Doom Guards. So I'm seeing that Shutterwalk has a 39% win rate versus Cublock, but Spell Hunter Cublock is pretty close, 47-53. So that one should be a pretty even game.
Yep. Let's see. Looking at the Cublock, we see what's pretty standard nowadays. 2 Giants, 2 Doom Guards. One notable thing is that there is no Umbra, nor is there Tautoram. So this is, I guess, slightly less bursty than other Cublocks. Instead, we see Mortal Coils, Voodoo Doll. And so it'll be interesting to see whether or not this slower variant ends up struggling a little bit.
Alright, looks like they're preparing to battle.
Yep, and looks like they're getting in game. It would be nice if Hearthstone would let me spectate.
I'm glad other people were able to see that 1 in 9 for lethal.
Yep, that was absolutely incredible. It was an unwinnable game.
He literally needed exactly that outcome. Such a lucky top deck.
Yeah, I mean, top deck prep would have also given him the 1 in 9.
Oh, that's true.
Alright, we see opening hand, Mountain Giant, Cube, Faceless, Voodoo Doll.
Mountain Giant's good.
Yep, the rest of it, I mean, being able to Faceless a Mountain Giant's also good. Or if you're feeling ambitious, Cube a Mountain Giant, Faceless the Cube, and watch as you get hexed.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you don't want to Faceless a Frog, though.
Jerry takes a while to deliberate on his only potential play. And the traditional turn 2 hero power, turn 2 hero power.
I was gonna say, I like Acolyte here, just
Me too.
something somewhat proactive.
Yep. And we're gonna see pass.
Mm-hmm.
Do you prefer pass or do you prefer tap coin pass?
Keep the coin. This is why you lost with your even luck.
Oh, Farsight gets Doomsayer, which is not particularly relevant. And 3 mana Giant comes out. Which...
This is about a 1-second turn, I believe.
Yep. And...
Yes, that is the play I believe you want to make.
Deep breath. I mean, there's an argument for Doomsayer hit face.
I against something that wasn't Cublock maybe, but Doomsayer. Number 1, you're losing your Acolyte draw, and
No, you can still draw the Acolyte against the Mountain Giant. Alright,
okay.
Back to the game. We have 2 Doom Guards in hand, and no Skull, which is not really what you want to see as the Cublock.
I think coining your lackey here. Okay.
Well, the coin lived a good life.
Actually, since we've seen 1 Hex, I think that's a pretty good play.
Yeah. Unless, you know, Volcano.
That's okay though. You're making your opponent overload, and you are getting it in pool for later.
Continues
Alright.
to not play the 0 mana Doomsayer.
I personally like Lackey here just so you can get some sort of value out of it.
Yeah, with the 1 demon you have remaining.
Could see cube. I understand this. I don't know. Not a huge fan of it, but I understand it.
Yep, well, there's no top deck Hex Punish.
I think if this is all that's happening here, Tempo Godfrey could be pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, Tempo Godfrey is actually insane here.
It clears all the things and pops out 2/5/5 Doom Guard. Seems legit.
So, playing around Godfrey a little bit there.
Except for the part where he isn't.
Oh yeah, it still just procs once more, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
Does Doomsayer play around Tempo Godfrey?
It would have actually, or yeah, it would have, wouldn't it?
Oh. I had a Godfrey the other game or the other day where I forgot to have anything that died to the first proc, and it was incredibly underwhelming.
So actually, if he had played the Doomsayer there, Josh wouldn't have been able to clear it. So that could have been some insane, top legend plays.
We're gonna see double Lightning Storm, row high double Doomsayer, or Hero Power Doomsayer. Or just Hero Power. This is some slightly questionable ordering.
What are we saving this 0 mana Doomsayer for?
That was a mistake.
Drake Doomsayer? I don't know. We're probably gonna see like Librarian Cube. Wow, that's so close to
I
lethal.
definitely like Cube.
Yep, Cube is pretty good here.
I think I'm seeing why Q-Block is favored in this matchup.
Yep. So, how do you survive here? Healing Rain, Doomsayer? Actually, no, you're still dead. He doesn't know this, but he's still dead. Oh wait, no, Taunt Totem Doomsayer. No, he's still dead.
The end is coming!
And
Alright.
that's gonna be that.
The end is coming!
It's gonna be a 3-1 from Joshua, who is
Josh
going to...
spot this complicated lethal setup.
Yep.
Seems like he's got it.
Even gets good discards, even though it's no longer relevant. And so, big props to him for the gutsy turn 5 Tempo Doomguard, which definitely won him the game there. A lot of people are afraid to do that, and next round we're going to see Josh versus Josh.
Awesome. The best types of matches to cast.
Yep.
I think there's probably no more games that are going to take place today, though.
Which is good because I'm hungry. So, thank you for co-casting, and
All right.
I'll see ya later.
All right. See ya.